Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Sessions. I am Mike, and today we are talking about something very important.
Yes, today's topic is this: why you understand English but you can't speak it.
This happens to so many learners. They watch English movies and understand everything. They read English articles easily. They listen to podcasts without any problem.
But when someone asks them a simple question, their mind goes blank. Suddenly, all those words disappear.
They say, I know this word, but I can't remember it right now. They say, I understand everything, but my mouth doesn't move. They say, in my head, the sentence is perfect, but when I open my mouth, nothing comes out.
If this is you, do not worry. This is very normal. Almost every English learner goes through this exact stage, and there is a real reason why this happens.
Let's find out the real reason, step by step.
The first reason is this: listening and speaking are two completely different skills. Many learners think if they understand English, speaking will come naturally, like a free bonus.
But this is not true. Understanding is passive. Your brain simply receives information. Speaking is active. Your brain must produce information in real time under pressure.
Think about it like this. You can understand a song completely. You know every word. But can you sing it perfectly right now without practice?
Probably not. Your mouth is not trained for it, even if your ears understand it perfectly. It's the same with English. Understanding does not automatically create speaking ability.
The second reason is this: you are waiting for the right time to speak. Many learners think, when my grammar is perfect, I will speak. When I know more words, I will speak. When I feel ready, I will speak.
But this right time never comes. Speaking readiness does not come from more studying. It comes from speaking practice again and again.
Let's imagine Hana from Japan. Hana understood English movies without subtitles. She read English books easily. She could explain complicated topics silently in her head.
But when her coworker asked her a question in English, she froze completely. She thought, I need more grammar before I speak.
She waited for 2 full years. She studied more grammar books, she watched more videos, but speaking never got easier because she never actually practiced speaking.
This is the trap. You cannot become ready by staying silent. You become ready only by using your voice, even when it feels uncomfortable.
The third reason is this: your brain is still translating everything. When you listen, your brain understands English directly, without extra steps.
But when you speak, many learners first think a sentence in their own language, then they translate it word by word into English.
This process is very slow, and while you are translating in your head, you feel stuck, nervous, and slow to respond.
The fix is this. Start thinking in simple English directly instead of translating from your own language every time.
For example, instead of translating a full, complex sentence, just think in small English pieces. I want coffee. I feel tired. I need time.
Simple thoughts directly in English without translation. This trains your brain to skip the translation step completely.
The fourth reason is this: fear of mistakes. Many learners understand English perfectly in their head. Grammar rules, vocabulary, everything is there.
But they are afraid to speak because they fear making a mistake in front of other people. They worry about judgment.
This fear creates silence, and silence, unfortunately, does not help you improve at all. It only keeps you stuck.
Let's imagine Carlos from Mexico. Carlos understood every single word in his English class. He could answer every written question correctly.
But he never raised his hand to speak, not even once. He was afraid his classmates would laugh at his mistakes.
So he stayed quiet for months and months. His understanding grew, but his speaking stayed exactly the same.
One day, his teacher told him something important. Mistakes are not failures. Mistakes are information. They show you exactly what to practice next.
After that conversation, Carlos started speaking, even with mistakes. He answered questions even when he wasn't sure, and slowly his speaking improved.
This is the lesson for all of us. You do not need permission to make mistakes. Mistakes are simply part of learning any new skill, including speaking English.
The fifth reason is this: You have passive vocabulary, but not active vocabulary. This is a very important idea, so let's explain it clearly.
Passive vocabulary means words you understand easily when you hear them or read them. Your brain recognizes them instantly.
Active vocabulary means words you can use immediately without thinking the moment you need them while speaking.
Many learners have thousands and thousands of passive words, but only a small, limited number of active words they can actually use in real time.
The good news is this: you can turn passive words into active words with simple, consistent practice. It just takes the right method. Now, let's talk about how to fix this problem step by step. This is the practical part of today's episode.
The first step is this: speak out loud every single day, even when you are alone.
You do not need another person to practice speaking. You can speak to yourself in your own room in your own time.
For example, describe your day out loud. Today, I woke up early. I drank coffee. I went to work. I ate lunch with a friend.
This feels strange at first, maybe even a little silly, but your mouth needs physical practice, just like your brain needs mental practice.
The second step is this: turn your passive vocabulary into active vocabulary, one word at a time.
When you learn a new word, do not just read it and move on. Use it in 3 different sentences, out loud, immediately.
For example, take the word important. Say, this meeting is important. Say, family is important to me. Say, it's important to practice daily.
Now the word important becomes active vocabulary, not just passive vocabulary sitting quietly in your memory.
The third step is this: practice shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a sentence and repeating it immediately, out loud, with the same rhythm.
Choose slow, clear English audio. Listen to one sentence. Pause the audio. Repeat it exactly. Then listen again and repeat again.
This trains your brain and your mouth to work together at the exact same time, instead of working separately.
Let's imagine Sophia from Italy. Sophia understood English podcasts completely, even fast ones, but her own speaking felt slow, stiff, and uncomfortable.
She started shadowing for just 10 minutes every day. She repeated simple sentences out loud again and again without skipping a day.
After 1 month, she noticed something wonderful. Her sentences came out faster and smoother. She was not translating anymore in her head. She was just speaking naturally.
The fourth step is this: reduce translation by thinking in simple English chunks instead of full, complicated sentences.
Do not try to translate long, complex sentences from your language. Instead, think in small pieces. I want. I need, I feel, I think.
Connect these small pieces together naturally, instead of trying to build one perfect, complete sentence in your head first.
The fifth step is this: accept mistakes as part of the process, not as failure or embarrassment.
Every time you speak, even with a small mistake, you are training your brain and your mouth together. This is real progress, not failure.
You can say to yourself, my English is improving, instead of saying my English is bad. This small shift changes everything.
This small change in mindset makes a huge difference in how comfortable you feel while speaking, especially in front of others.
The sixth step is this: use simple daily topics to practice speaking regularly without needing anything complicated.
Talk about your day, your food, your feelings, your plans for tomorrow. These are easy topics you already know very well.
For example, today was busy. I worked, then I cooked dinner. I feel a little tired, but good overall.
These small talks train your brain for real conversations, step by step, without any extra pressure.
The seventh step is this: record your own voice and listen back to it later like a coach would.
Many learners feel uncomfortable hearing their own voice at first. That's completely normal, so don't judge yourself too harshly.
Ask yourself simple questions. Was I clear? Did I pause too much? Which sentence could I say more smoothly?
Then record yourself again later. After a few weeks, compare your first recording with your newest one. You will likely hear real progress.
Now let's practice some useful sentences together, out loud, right now.
I understand English well, but I need more speaking practice.
I am turning my passive words into active words.
Mistakes help me learn. They are not failures.
I think in simple English instead of translating.
I speak out loud every single day, even when I'm alone.
Now let's summarize the main ideas from today's episode.
First, listening and speaking are two different skills. You need to train both of them separately with different methods.
Second, do not wait for the right time to speak. Speaking readiness comes only from speaking practice, not from more studying alone.
Third, reduce translation by thinking directly in simple English chunks instead of full sentences in your own language.
Fourth, accept mistakes as useful information, not as personal failure.
Fifth, turn your passive vocabulary into active vocabulary by using new words in real spoken sentences.
Sixth, practice shadowing and speak out loud every single day, even for just a few minutes.
Seventh, record your voice sometimes and listen back like a supportive coach, not a harsh critic.
Remember this: understanding English is a great and important first step, but speaking is a separate skill that needs its own dedicated practice.
You don't need to wait until you feel completely ready. You become ready by speaking today with the English you already have.
So after this video, try one small exercise. Describe your day out loud in simple English for just 1 full minute.
This is your first real step towards turning your understanding into genuine speaking confidence.
Thank you for spending your time with us today. Keep practicing. Keep speaking even with very small steps.
And remember, every single sentence you speak out loud is training your brain a little bit more.
See you in the next video.